Coffee, tea, or whatever you are sipping, and get cozy. Here we share and start the morning with a positive vibe. So let's reset, recharge, and reconnect right here on Cup of Cocoa and Chat. I'm Princess, host of Cup of Cocoa and Chat. I'm Princess, host of Cup of Cocoa and Chat. Grab your cup of cocoa, coffee, tea, or whatever you are sipping, and get cozy. Here we share and start the morning with a positive vibe. So let's reset, recharge, and reconnect right here on Cup of Cocoa and Chat. I'm Princess, host of Cup of Cocoa and Chat. I'm Princess, host of Cup of Cocoa and Chat. Princess, host of Cup of Cocoa and Chat. Princess, host of Cup of Cocoa and Chat. Grab your cup of cocoa, coffee, tea, or whatever you are sipping, and get cozy. Here we share and start the morning with a positive vibe. So let's reset, recharge, and reconnect right here on Cup of Cocoa and Chat. I'm Princess, host of Cup of Cocoa and Chat. I'm Princess, host of Cup of Cocoa and Chat. So let's reset. Those that cocoa, cocoa. So let's reset, recharge, and reconnect right here on Cup of Cocoa and Chat.
Cup of Cocoa and Chat, Mindful Monday podcast, episode number 38. You are allowed to feel it and still live. You are allowed to feel it and still live. Our core message for this week is life doesn't pause for our emotions, but we can learn to carry both. We can learn to carry both. And that's real important when learning to live through grief, and all the things that go with grief. So, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whenever you are listening, welcome to Cup of Cocoa and Chat, the podcast. This is your space where we sip, share, and start the day or continue the day with intention, peace, and a positive vibe. So go ahead, Grab your cup of cocoa, your coffee, your tea, or your beverage of choice. Get comfortable and let's chat. So, first things first, can you guys believe this is season 2, episode 38 of Cup of Cocoaand Chat, the podcast? I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart because showing up constantly isn't always easy for me, but it's always worth it. It's always worth it. This isn't just a podcast. This is purpose. This is community. And this is a space where we grow together. Okay? This week, we're talking about something real, something that doesn't always get talked about the right way. We're talking about honoring life while still living it. Because if we're honest, life doesn't pause when we're going through something. It doesn't stop when we're grieving. It doesn't slow down when we're overwhelmed. And it doesn't wait until we feel ready again. And sometimes that can feel heavy, right? It can feel very heavy. But today, I want to remind you of something. You are allowed to feel it and still live. You are allowed to feel it and still live. Don't let anyone tell you your feelings are not irrelevant or they're not wanted. Never let anyone dim your light. Never let anyone dim your light. Okay? So today, I want to remind you of something. Again, I want to remind you of something. You are allowed to feel it, whatever it is. You are allowed to feel it and still live. So I want to share something very personal today. This past weekend was very meaningful for me. Friday, March 20th, was my mother's birthday, right? This is also the anniversary of her passing this month. She passed March 6th, 2015. We laid her to rest March 12th, 2015, and then her birthday rolled around, which is March 20th. So for many of us, dates like that can be emotional. They can bring back memories, they can bring back love, and sometimes they can bring back pain too. And it's okay. It's okay. But instead of sitting in that moment, this year I chose to honor her in a different way. Instead of laying around, feeling depressed, making it a bittersweet moment, I took myself on a solo date. That's right. I took myself on a solo date on Friday. I went to Longhorn. Mhm. I got out of the house on Saturday. I ran around. I did some things. And on Sunday, I went to brunch with my nieces. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I felt good, right? Not because I forgot about my mother, not because it didn't matter, but because I allowed myself to carry love and still live. And somebody listening to me right now needs to hear that. to allow yourself to carry the love for whatever you're feeling, grief, missing someone, whatever it is, to carry that love and still live. Okay? So I hope that was a blessing to someone that is listening. Okay? Now, let's move the conversation a little bit further. Let's get a little deeper into this conversation. Let's talk about the lesson in it all. We've been taught, sometimes without realizing it, that we have to choose. Choose between grieving or being happy, missing someone or moving forward, feeling pain or living life. But the truth is, you don't have to choose. You can do both. You can miss them and still smile. You can have a moment and still show up. You can carry love and still create new memories. And that's not being fake. That's being whole. Because healing doesn't mean I'm over it. Healing means I'm learning how to live with it. And that is strength, real strength. That's real strength. Now, the quote of the day: both can exist. You can feel it and live it. You can feel it and live it. Quote of the day: both can exist. You can miss them and still smile. Both can exist. You can miss them and still smile. Now I want to ground us in this. Let's go into our faith moment. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So there's a time to grieve, a time to reflect, a time to remember, but there's also time to live. And sometimes those seasons overlap. And that's okay. God never said every season would feel comfortable, but He did promise we wouldn't walk through them alone. Okay? Now let's apply it, the real life application. Let's apply it. So, what does this look like in real life for us? What does this look like in real life for us? Number one, it looks like getting dressed when you don't feel like it. If you're in that slump, or you're in a hole, or you feel like you're getting depressed, or you're anxious, or whatever that feeling is, and it doesn't feel quite right to you, let's get up. Let's get dressed, even if we don't feel like it. Let's step outside when you rather stay in the house. Let's answer that phone call because maybe that's your blessing. Let's go to brunch. Let's take ourselves out. Please forgive me, y'all. Mercedes will sleep all morning until it's time for me to do something. And then she wants my undivided attention. She too has needs and wants. So it looks like choosing life in small ways. Getting dressed, stepping outside, answering that phone call, going to brunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever. Taking yourself out. It all looks like choosing life in small ways. Because let me tell you something. Healing is not always loud. Everybody doesn't have to know you're healing. Sometimes healing looks like I got up today, and that is enough. Sometimes healing looks like I smiled today, and that matters. Sometimes healing looks like I tried today, and that is everything. Okay? That is everything. So I want you to think about this. How do you honor the people you love while still living your life? How do you honor the people you love while still living your life? Not forgetting them, not replacing them, but honoring them through how you live. Because sometimes the greatest way to honor someone is to live a life that reflects the love they gave you. So when you sit back and you reflect on the person you're missing, the person you're grieving, the person that is no longer here, think about the love they gave you and how they would want you to use that love, how they would want you to live in that love, and how they would want you to go on in this world without them with that love. Because we'll see them again. That you better believe. We will see them again. But what we do while we are living in this world is what we want to move on to. Okay? Now I have an affirmation. I want to take a moment so that we can say this together. Say this with me or just receive it. Hold it close to your chest. Hold it close to your heart. I don't have to rush my healing. I don't have to rush my healing. I'll say that one more time. I don't have to rush my healing. I can honor my feelings and still show up for my life. I can honor my feelings and still show up for my life. I am allowed to feel and still live. I am allowed to feel and still live. I am living, I am healing. I am healing even when it's quiet. I am healing, even when it's quiet. And I want you to remember this. Even if you have to play this over so you can recite or repeat that affirmation, right? I don't have to rush. I don't have to rush my healing. I can honor my feelings and still show up for my life. I am allowed to feel and still live. I am healing even when it's quiet. So remember this, there's no right way to heal, there's only your way. Don't let these folks tell you not to grieve, not to feel, because you can do them and still live. Remember, we can do them both. And wherever you are in your journey, you are doing better than you think, right? You're doing better than you think. So if you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like screaming, scream. Just continue to live. Feel it, live it. Feel it, live. Feel it, live. Because no one is on your journey, just you. And as I said, there's no right way to heal. There's only your way. So think about this question. You can comment in the comments section. You can just think about it. How do you honor the people you love that have gone on, that are no longer in your life for whatever circumstances, whether it's death, separation, divorce? You moved on to your next season without them, or you just had to take a step back. How do you honor the people you love while still living your life? Because you can honor from afar. You can love from a distance. It all ties in, whether it's grief or just the person is absent from your life at this time. Sometimes those things are best, right? Whatever you're going through, whatever your journey is, heal your way because your way is the right way. So, how do you honor the people you love while still living your life? So, I didn't want to be here for a long time today. Just wanted to share my experience and speak on it because someone out there may need to hear it. Okay. So, as we close today's Mindful Monday, I want to leave you with this. You do not have to wait until everything feels better to start living again. Life is happening right now, and you deserve to be present in it. So take your time, be gentle with yourself, always give yourself grace. Always give yourself grace. and give yourself permission to feel and still live. Feel it and still live it. Okay? If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it today. And as always, take care, be intentional, and remember peace and blessings. I love you, and I mean it.